The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. Read by Michelle Ingalls. July 30th. We attract to ourselves the objective form of our subjective embodiments. Law knows how to make things out of ideas. We do not consciously know how it does this, nor do we know how corned beef and cabbage are turned into flesh and bone, but they are, and we have been so accustomed to the thought that they are, that we have implicit faith that they will continue to be. Should we doubt this phenomenon, we should be thought queer. When we believe in the law of mind in the same way, we shall be surprised at the results we shall receive. Thoughts of lack, poverty, and limitation contain within themselves the conditions necessary to produce lack, poverty, and limitation. Remember that we're not dealing with two powers, but with one ever present or ever presenting itself in varying guises. To the pure, thou wilt show thyself pure. To the froward, thou wilt show thyself froward. It will become to us what we are to it. The law knows us only as we first know ourselves. We make up its mind because its mind is subjective. The Spirit controls the law. This is the great mystery, the limitless wonder of the universe, that which out of nothing can make something. But its nothing is really the substance of every something. Because all people have believed in lack, a law of human thought has been made which binds the race. Limitation is the result of an ignorant use of the law. Every advance in any science proves this to be true. The real law is one of freedom. By that freedom we bind ourselves until we learn how to change the thought, and by so doing, to change the limitation into freedom. The two are merely a different use of the one law. Limitation is a condensation of the idea of want. Mind accepts this idea as though it were true and then makes it true in our experience. It is not always easy to see this, nor is it easy to rise above it, but it can be done, and we should begin at once to control our thought patterns in such a way that they will produce plenty instead of lack. The law of mind is not selective. That is, it is receptive without caring what it receives. It is creative without caring what it creates. It knows how to do without consciously knowing that it is doing or what it is doing. It seems strange that the first thing to realize is that there could be such a law in the universe. But on second thought, we find that all natural laws are alike character. No natural law is ever selective of itself. This is why we must realize that the Spirit itself is more than any or all laws as we understand them. Conscious mind controls the law of mind. The law of mind is sensitive but not conscious from the standpoint of having any selective quality. Selectivity is the office of the conscious mind, while creativeness is the office of the inner mind. Thoughts of lack manifest as limitation. Thoughts of abundance manifest as success and happiness. Failure and success are but two ends of one stick. All conditions and every circumstance of the nature of effects and can in no way limit mind unless we take them as a fresh starting point for a creative pattern. The thought that any given condition is a thing of itself tends to make it appear to be a thing of itself. Reverse the thought, and the conditions tend to be reversed. The law can know no conditions as such. It knows form but not size. Outline is real, but limitation is unreal to mind. In the absolute nothing depends on anything but ideas. Ideas are form, condition, circumstance, cause and effect, and everything that happens between cause and effect. This is what a treatment is. It is a thing of itself if we know that it is. It is what we know it to be. It is what we know it to be. Fear not, little flock. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Fear is the great enemy of man, but fear is a mental attitude and as such can be converted into something else. Fear is the reverse mental attitude to faith and is a result of the lack of faith. Fear brings limitation and lack in its wake and destroys the happiness and possibility of a greater degree of livingness to those who suffer from it. Fear blocks the more complete givingness of the spirit to its highest form of manifestation on this planet, which is mankind. Fear arises from that mental attitude which limits the possibility and the willingness of spirit to give us the good we so greatly desire. There is nothing wrong in the desire for self expression. God is more completely expressed through the man who lives largely than through the one who lives meagerly. Fear is a belief in limitation, a denial that the divine is the center and the source of all good. We must do all in our power to overcome it. Perfect love casts out fear. That is, confidence overcomes the depression of doubt. Mental depression can produce physical and financial depression. The psychology of economic cycles prove this. In the midst of plenty, humanity lives in want because of fear. To overcome fear is the greatest adventure of the mind of man.